Hello, here we are again at the Valerie and Frank show. We do appreciate everything that you've suggested. We asked your feedback, we got it. And Valerie's not going to change her accent, but we did get a new mic. So let's get started.
Absolutely. Well, first up this week was John in Snowy Buffalo. John had a question regarding what golf ball he should use. He's a 6 handicap using the Pro V1 and wanted to know if he should switch to a less expensive ball to save himself a bit of money.
John, you drive the ball 250 yards nearly, and your club head speed is about 98 or 100 miles an hour, so that's about right. And you really can take advantage of the Pro V1. I wouldn't switch to a lesser ball. The NXT Tour and some of the other balls you mentioned are good for slower swing speeds, but in your particular case, I'm afraid you should be using the premium ball. If you're looking to save a few bucks, what you really should be doing is, if you need a new driver, go out and look for one, look at the model you like, and then go to last year's model, which is half the price of this year's model. Doing that, you'll have a couple of bucks left over to pay for your Pro V1s.
Good advice as ever, Frank. We like to save you money here at Frankly Golf. Second up was Colin, and his question was regarding his pitted shafts. After 17 years of use, he switched them around and wasn't quite sure that they performed the same way as he'd expected them to. What's your lowdown on that, Frank?
Well, Colin, unfortunately there are no standards across the board with regard to shaft flex within the industry. One manufacturer's stiff will be the same as another manufacturer's regular. That's the extreme, but that could happen fairly easily. Within one manufacturer, though, he should be able to manufacture the same flex shaft over a period of time. Unfortunately, this is a 17-year period of time you're talking about, and so the shafts that you've put in are generally going to be more flexible if the club feels that they're more flexible. That's not because of work hardening of the same shaft. Check out the frequency, and I've made mention of that and how that measurement is made in the text of the file. So check out the frequency. The frequency should have been the same when you made your switch. But go ahead and try them anyway. You may enjoy the more flexible shafts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
USGA Grooves, thank you for all your letters. They're being put into a nice little package that we're sending on to the president of the USGA and all the other people who matter there. So thank you for that. Yeah,
I'm very appreciative of your letters. They were very considerate and considered. And also, obviously, we have a number of people who are concerned about the USGA. We need the USGA. They're a very important organization. But if they're not going to be transparent and they're not going to give us the information that we ask for, then there's some people who are very concerned and don't even want to be members anymore. That's not going to help the game. We need them. And so, but I really would like you to read the letter that I received from John Solheim. It's going to be on the website. You can look at it in its entirety, and it'll explain an awful lot about what the USGA has not exposed in the past. So read that, and I would also really appreciate all your comments about the video. Oh, by the way, Valerie, as I said, I don't think she's going to change her accent, so we can't do very much about that. But she's not Irish, even though we were up in Boston last week.
Yeah, we had a wonderful time up in Boston, and everyone made me most welcome. I think it's because they thought I was Irish. No, that's not fair. I'm sure it wasn't, but we were up there with our Frankly Frog, and we had our green Frankly Frogs in full show. Wonderful as a St. Patrick's Day gift. Just a little idea, suggestion.
Yeah. Well, one of the things we found, 4 years ago when we were up in Boston, they had seen the frog, and they're still seeing the same frog. We're not like some of the other manufacturers who are changing and introducing 5 or 6 new models every year. We've made up our mind a long time ago about the frog, and it was very well accepted. So try it out.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Well, next week we're going to be
in Scotland.
In Scotland. So everyone there certainly will be able to understand what I say. I hope, not unless I've become too Americanised, but we look forward to bringing you the show direct from St Andrews, Scotland.
Yep, and give us your feedback.